It's Grandma Doris. This little story is the story of Adam and Eve. God took some clay from the ground and he made a shape of a man. And then he gently breathed into the shape, and the man's eyes opened and he began to live. And God called this man Adam. The Lord made a beautiful garden for him to live in. The garden was called Eden, and it was full of many wonderful things. Beautiful flowers grew everywhere. Birds sang in the trees, and a stream flowed through the valley, and the animals roamed in the fields. God had made the man in his image to keep him company and to look after the world. God brought all the animals to Adam one by one so that he could name them, like elephants and tigers and porcupines. But God felt sorry for Adam. None of these animals are really like him, God thought. He needs someone to keep him company. He needs someone to share his life with. Someone who cares for him and that will help take care of him. That night, God took a rib from Adam's side and he made a woman. When Adam awoke the following morning, he found his wife, Eve, lying beside him in the bed. Adam was so happy. He took her hand and he woke her up. She looked at him and she smiled. God told the man and the woman that it was their job to take care of their new home. God blessed them and he said to them, "All of this is for you. Help yourself to anything you like, but never touch the tree in the middle of the garden. That tree gives you knowledge of good and evil, and the day you eat its fruit will be the day you die." God did not mean that Adam and Eve would just drop dead. He meant that in time, when they did die, they would die without the Spirit dwelling inside them. One day, Adam and Eve were gathering berries for dinner when she heard a silky voice behind her. "Has God told you that you can eat the fruit from the trees?" asked the voice softly. Eve turned around to see a snake talking to her. God has told us that we can eat the fruit, except for the one that grows on the tree of knowledge of good and evil. "Oh, come, now that's silly," the serpent said. "I hardly think that such a lovely fruit would do you any harm." The serpent was lying. God knows that if you eat from the fruit of the tree of knowledge, that you will be just like God, the serpent said, and you will be able to decide for yourself what is right and what is wrong. The woman looked at the fruit, and she thought how tasty it looked. She thought how wonderful it would be to be as wise and as powerful as God. She believed the serpent's lies, and she ate the fruit, and she also gave a piece to Adam, who was with her, and he took the bite. She felt a strange feeling in the pit of her stomach. She fidgeted, and she wondered what was wrong with her. Suddenly she realized that she was feeling guilty. She was feeling guilt. She had disobeyed God and knew that she had done something wrong. As soon as they ate the fruit, a change came over Adam and Eve. They became unhappy and fearful of God. Adam and Eve heard God calling to them. Without thinking, they dived into the bushes, but God knew where they were. When God asked them if they had eaten from the tree of knowledge of good and evil that he had told them not to touch, they blamed each other for their sins. God said to Adam and Eve that they had disobeyed them. He told them that they had to leave the Garden of Eden. "From now on, you will have to scratch for a living and make your living from the soil. You will need to make clothes and grow your own food. Nothing will come easily," he said, "not even childbirth. And one day you will die." Thank you so much.